Since the announcement of the new Cleopatra movie, Hollywood is facing criticism from all around the world. The reason behind this criticism is the casting for the titular role. Yes, that's right. The name suggested for the portrayal of this legendary queen is none other than Gal Gadot. After this news broke, a lot of people came forward and pointed out ongoing whitewashing in Hollywood. How this casting is affecting the film industry and what's the reason behind it? Let's find out together in this video. Gal Gadot has already proven her ability in the action genre as Wonder Woman. Now she's taking her career to new heights. With her involvement in the Fast and Furious franchise and her upcoming Netflix thriller Heart of Stone, she is cementing her status as an action star. However, she is bringing her skills to the role of Cleopatra, a character who has captivated audiences for centuries. She is no stranger to playing powerful roles, and she is adding yet another iconic character to her resume. Set to star as the legendary Egyptian queen, Gadot is teaming up with director Patty Jenkins for this highly anticipated movie. It's worth noting that Jenkins eventually left the project, and Carrie Scogland took over as the director. The casting decision hasn't come without controversy. The choice of Gadot to portray Cleopatra has sparked debates and discussions about whitewashing in Hollywood. Now, before we get into the debate, let's talk about the historical context. Some historians have challenged the widely accepted notion that Cleopatra was white. They argue that she was actually of mixed heritage. From her father's side, she was Macedonian Greek and possibly had Persian or Syrian roots. The mystery lies in her mother's ethnic origin, which remains unverified. Some even speculate that her mother may have come from a family of Egyptian priests. This would mean that Cleopatra would have been at least 50% Egyptian in origin. Now here's where the controversy comes in. Hollywood has a long history of whitewashing, especially when it comes to portraying historical figures on the big screen. You might remember Elizabeth Taylor, Hildegard Neal, Claudette Colbert, and Vivian Leigh. All these white actresses have played Cleopatra and reinforced the image of a Western-looking queen. Apart from that, there are also many examples of whitewashing in the film industry. For example, John Wayne playing the role of Genghis Khan in The Conqueror and Christian Bale portraying Moses in Exodus 2014 are a few examples of this aspect. So when Gal Gadot, an Israeli actor with Ashkenazi Jewish heritage, was cast as Cleopatra, it reignited the debate about whitewashing. However, it's not that simple. Gal Gadot does bring some Middle Eastern and North African representation to the character. She's not as Western as other actresses who were considered for the role, like Angelina Jolie or Lady Gaga. Still, critics argue that Gadot's casting perpetuates a white standard for this role. It's similar to what happened when Naomi Scott, an actress of mixed English and Indian ancestry, played Jasmine in the Aladdin remake. The filmmakers wanted to avoid accusations of whitewashing, but it still raises concerns about cultural representation and the bias towards light-skinned minorities who fit a Western aesthetics. In a recent interview, Gal herself talked about this controversy. She said, "You know, if Wonder Woman is the imaginary strong female leader, Cleopatra's actually the real one. That's a perfect example of a story that I wanted to tell because I started reading different books about her. And I said, wow, that's fascinating." All I ever saw in regards to Cleopatra in the film was that she was this seductive woman who had an affair with Julius Caesar and Mark Antony. But the truth is, there's so much more to her. This casting choice has reignited the conversation about Hollywood whitewashing. It's a complex issue with no easy answers. What do you think? Should Hollywood make more efforts to accurately represent historical figures? Or is it all just part of the movie business? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. For more updates, subscribe to the Cine Wizard and hit the bell icon to stay updated.